All right, we're here in Southern California to drive the new 2026 refreshed CR-V. And we got the turbo model here. I've driven it in the past. There really is no updates. I guess the one update I could say is that these wheels, this is a new wheel design. These 18-inch wheels look pretty good, actually, in my opinion. Now, I've been driving this ash, not this specific one, but the ash green TrailSport this week. You see the little silver cladding there, the TrailSport badge. And this is what I'm going to drive now. This is the CR-V Sport Touring. This is the range topper here. Glossy black surroundings. You can see on the turbo, there's like a silver garnish at the top of the grille around the headlights here. Glossy black, just like the TrailSport, but without the TrailSport badge. However, TrailSport has glossy black little squares. I don't know what to call these accents here. These air channeler little geometric shapes down here. TrailSport has glossy black ones, which I do think look better than the Sport Tourings. All right, and the Sport L and the Sport Hybrids also have glossy black instead of the Sport Touring silver accents. All right, so coming to the side, 19-inch wheels is standard on the Sport Touring. These are the biggest wheels you can get on the CR-V. The TrailSport has 18-inch wheels, for example. This also has blacked out Sport Touring badge there, blacked out CR-V logo. I would love to have a blacked out Honda badge there, but we don't. I like the silver tips here. Just keep in mind, this tip is fake. That is a real one. Also, this Sport Touring has a nicer silver garnish here compared to a lot of the other models. All right. For example, the turbo down there, the back end looks a little black compared to the nice silver garnish we have here. All right. No spare tire again. Just like the TrailSport model, there's your fix-it-flat kit. You can fold down the seats and recline them. That is a hefty recline, which is good to see. Let's go ahead and fold that forward. Let's go ahead and close this. This also has a kick sensor in this model. It's the only CR-V that I remember having a kick sensor. I will say, these armrests, after driving these in the front and back seat, these are very stiff armrests. All right, your elbow is not going to be the most comfortable in them. All right, but also hard touch here at the top for the top trim here. I like this two-tone gray and black orange stitching, which is kind of like that TrailSport orange stitching, but obviously this is not a TrailSport model. Of course, Sport Touring is standard all-wheel drive and standard hybrid. 2 USB-Cs back here, nice vents, great headroom. Not going to get back there. Watch my TrailSport. It's going to be the exact same except leather seats. All right. Unlike the TrailSport, we have leather seats. They are heated. Are they ventilated? And the answer is no, just heated seats. Let me know if you guys are upset about that this does not have ventilated seats, and it does not have a panel roof. There's no head-up display option. There's no digital rear mirror option. All right, and this seat is power, if I remember right, as well. All right, this also has, let me turn this car on because I need air conditioning. Brand new 10-inch screen back here for the CR-V. All right, this I might be standard throughout the lineup. I'll fact check myself. This is a new 9-inch screen with Google built-in. Take me to...
There's a Starbucks 1.4 miles away.
Obviously, you can do all this with Google, like your Google phone or your Apple phone, which is standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wireless, which also conveniently have a wireless charger that's standard. A couple USB-Cs if you preferred wired connections and wired charging. I don't think I'll be leaving anytime soon. Traditional shifter here, drive mode. Do we have any? This is also unique to this model. This is the individual mode. Let's see if the camera's going to pick it up. The individual mode, it cannot be found on any other CR-V, which even the TrailSport doesn't have any off-road modes. We have a snow, econ, normal, sport, and individual. So let's go ahead and hold down the individual button. Okay, I'm pressing and holding this button, or I'll just click customize because pressing and holding wasn't doing it for me. We can make the powertrain sporty, the steering sporty. Let's do that. Powertrain, I just wanted normal. Engine sound, let's go normal. All right, gauges, let's put them in sport. Let's be a little flashy. I think all it did was splash a little red at the top of the speedometer there, nothing crazy. Also, what I've learned this today after driving the CR-V, The battery, the only way you can check your state of charge on the battery is this gauge right here on the left-hand side. I have like my power monitor, my energy flow monitor, but it doesn't tell me the state of charge of the battery. Now, can I check it here on this screen? Do I have hybrid power flow? I do. Okay, so here's the thing. I said you couldn't check the battery charge, but you can. This is just a nerdy thing for me. Most of you guys won't care. All right, I like seeing where my battery is. This screen at all, this power flow is completely gone on every other trim level other than this Sport Touring. All right, there is no menu that you can swipe through on the new screen on all the other trim levels. This is unique here to this model and this screen that has a back button. The other screen does not. It has a connect button for your phones. Also, this screen has seek buttons for finding different channels. Also, this does not have Sirius XM. Honda did not include that for the 2026 model. So you guys might have to run it from your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, for example, your Sirius XM. We're still waiting for the bus to go, so let's go ahead and just check under the hood. Underneath the hood, Sport Touring, again, standard all-wheel drive, standard 2-liter hybrid system, 204 horsepower, 247 pound-feet of torque. This one is rated around 40 miles per gallon in town, a little bit less on the highway. I'll try to zero out the computer today and give you guys a good reading for fuel economy. I'll drive it pretty conservatively, but also wait till I get this back home for review. I'll fill it up after putting a ton of miles on it. I fill it up at the gas station and get you guys some more accurate reading on fuel economy. But I think I'll be able to do a good job and get some good fuel economy with the estimated results from the computer today. All right, so let's hop in and go for a ride. Put it into park. There are two different drive settings. There is a D that I'm in right now, D for drive, and I can temporarily adjust the regen braking with the paddles in drive mode. If you want to permanently adjust the regen braking settings in drive mode, you actually put it into B mode. And right now I am at the full regen, which will not stop it, but it does decelerate the car nicely, and I put some nice regen braking in here without too much use of the brake pedal. All right, so we're going to go ahead and reset our trip, and also you guys might want to geek out on the power flow monitor. Again, this is only available on the 2026 Sport Touring. They got rid of it on all the other trim levels. Previously, it was on all the other trim levels that had the hybrid system, if I remember correctly. The engine's on right now. It's still completely electric driven because this engine is mainly a generator for this hybrid system. It really only chips in to moving the wheels itself with highway usage. All right, so I think I really don't know where I'm going, and that's okay. We're on a journey together with the CR-V. I just don't want to follow that big bus. And let's go ahead and just accelerate a little gently. I did a 0 to 60 on the TrailSport, and I got an 8.2 seconds 0 to 60. 8.2 seconds. This Sport Touring is probably similar in speed, to be honest, or similar in acceleration because of the 19-inch wheels, which are going to hurt fuel economy, but maybe not quite as bad as all-terrain tires. I mean, it's really going to depend on how you drive this thing. All right. Firmness. Well, the ride is better here. I'll say this. The ride is a little bit better than the TrailSport model. Those all-terrain tires are very, I don't know, very hard. They feel very, very tough, hard tires. And the ride quality in the TrailSport is very bumpy, okay? It still handles well, handles great, handles like a Honda CRV, which is better than most crossovers, especially ones in its class. It will run circles around them in the handling department. Yeah, the ride quality here, even with the 19s, is noticeably better. The best ride quality throughout the CR-V lineup is going to be on the 18-inch wheels with the all-season tires, not the all-terrain tires. This is blinding me. I don't remember this being silver on the TrailSport. It might be, but this is blinding me right now. I'm not a big fan of it. But the rest of the cabin has pretty minimal, actually it has higher levels of glossy black. That's another difference. The TrailSport, all these bezels were like a matte black. Now this is all like a darkened black here. Or sorry, like a glossy, high reflective black, which I'm not a big fan of. All right, so I'm already getting blinded here. I do have a heated steering wheel, and the leather wrap steering wheel here, it looks like it is. This is pretty much the exact same steering wheel. Maybe this garnish is different versus the TrailSport model. The leather is great. The stitching's fantastic. The paddle shifters are the same. All right. Now, handling might be a touch better here. Maybe a touch. Like it's not going to be really noticeable compared to the TrailSport that I drove. All right, both of them handle really, really well. It's still firm in here, but a little bit more forgiving than the TrailSport. Okay, I'm letting the regen braking do its thing, but it's not nearly as strong as like an electric car's. It's still a pretty mild level of regen in my opinion. I love hybrids. Honda right here, auto brake hold, I'm at a stop. Their auto brake hold setting is also memory. So when I turn the car back on, it remembers that I had auto brake hold on. Okay, this Audi's not paying attention. We have this big V8 Silverado next to us. Sounds good. And I can't even hear my engine at all. That's the crazy thing about this CR-V. Like, the CR-V hybrid, and if I was in the CVT turbo right now, going up this hill, I know it would be loud. The hybrid here is so much quieter, so much more refined, so smooth. And sport touring, I struggle with this one. Okay, if I had a choice between TrailSport and sport touring, it would be I think I would pick the TrailSport. I like the cloth seats on it, and this 300 pulled out into traffic very slowly. I like the cloth seats on it, and I like the wheels on it better than this this more expensive model. They both have all-wheel drive. They're both hybrid. The ride quality is better here, but if you want the best ride quality, just go get the Sport hybrid, which starts, I want to say, in around $35,000. This is after destination 42 or 43. All right, your fuel economy will go way up on that Sport hybrid too, because you can get it in front wheel drive. I think most people, you're going to be just fine with front wheel drive on the CR-V hybrids. We have auto dimming mirror, which the TrailSport didn't have, so I like that. The all-wheel drive system here is exactly the same for all-wheel drive CR-Vs. They improved the software for braking to apply brakes to the wheels that are slipping the most, so the wheel that has the most traction gets the power delivered to it. All right, so Honda has improved that. Most people are never ever going to need that sort of brake. Like, they're not going to be pushing their CR-Vs that hard, but it's good that Honda improved their all-wheel drive system. It's not nearly as robust as the true torque vectoring that you see in the Passport or the Pilot, for example, but hey, they made a big improvement here, and now it's all-wheel drive system. It's quite good despite not having torque vectoring or locking diffs or anything like that. Ooh, I saw my first Ferrari Pura Sanghe down there. Hopefully I can zoom in and give you a quick shot of it. That's the first time I've seen one. I see Ferraris every day back home, but I think that's the first time I've seen that SUV Ferrari. So thank you, CR-V, for treating me to that. I will say this, back to the wheels and the tires. Even though this has a better ride quality, I think the tires are noisier here, surprising, than the all-terrain tires were. I can't believe it, but that's what I'm picking up here, that the tire noise is louder with the 19-inch wheels than it was with the all-terrain tires with the 18-inch wheels. It's really strange. So ride quality is a little bit better, but it's actually louder in here than the TrailSport. I mean, really the only thing I can complain about in this cabin really is the hard armrest on the door. I love everything else. Like, these seats are comfortable. The steering wheel is phenomenal. All the buttons, the knobs, they're just where they should be. And I don't have to fly through the menus with touchscreens or anything. Like, I can if I want to, but the screen is really fast and snappy. And it's just, this Honda is, you don't have to think too much, right? You get in it, you can focus on driving, or you should be focusing on driving when you're driving, but you don't have to focus on the screen or the climate control in the screen. You don't have to focus on finding where a certain button is, or finding everything. Like the traditional shifter is also very, very pleasing to me. All right, so from an ergonomics perspective, just need a bit more batting on the armrest, which I could do myself. I could, well, not glue, but you know what I mean, like adhere a nice armrest cushion over here. The rest of it, like, look at these vents. Like, look at this. This is a higher quality vent with the resistance and the clickiness and the direction than cars that cost 3 times more than this. I'm not joking. Like, their climate control setup here is a home run. And unlike the Passport I was in recently, I do feel like the AC is better here. But again, wait till I get this back in hot South Florida for my AC testing and fuel economy testing to see what it's actually like to live with. All right, but just from driving around California, like, it handles great. Everything is where I expect it to be. The engine and the hybrid system is just a peach. It's super luxurious and buttery. And when you need power, yeah, it gives it to you. It doesn't like a full dollop of gas pedal, because it kind of stutters a bit. Yeah, you're waiting a long time for that engine to spool up, but you give it a mild press and it starts going. All right, it likes to be gentle. The CR-V likes to be gentle. It's a spacious car. It's comfortable. It's accommodating. It's efficient. It's capable, and it's a Honda. It's going to be reliable. Like, the CR-V for this refresh, they changed the tech. All right, they made the screens better. That's great. They gave us a wireless phone charger standard. Great. Okay, they gave us a nicer screen here. Great. Okay, behind the steering wheel. And they gave us better all-wheel drive. So think about that. If you are going to use all-wheel drive, great. It's better for 2026. Otherwise, the outside, the inside, they're very small changes, but it's just that Japanese Kaizen mentality of making things a little bit better, just a little bit better. And this 2026 CR-V is just a little bit better. Should you trade in a 2023 CR-V for it? Absolutely not. Okay, but if you're coming off lease, absolutely. Does that make sense? Like, it's the same car, just refined. It's just been refined even further. And man, do I really want to test the Sport and the Sport L, because I think the 18-inch wheels there are going to provide the greatest experience for ride quality, fuel economy, and acceleration. Right, smaller wheels require less energy to motivate, less energy to brake as well. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the comments. What do you think about this quote-unquote refresh of this CR-V hybrid? It is getting very expensive. Do I wish I had some features in here? Yes, I have the Bose sound system. Forgot to mention that. I haven't listened to it, but it hasn't been changed, so I know what it sounds like. It sounds good. All right, but I also listened to the 8-speaker Today system in the TrailSport, and that's pretty good too. This one just has a lot more richness to it. Anyways, don't fix what's not broken. Honda says with the CR-V, fine tuning to the car is really what they did. Upgrade it in its weakest spots, which was, like, I guess, infotainment. This is so much better, and the base screen is so much better too. And just give customers what they want. Over 50% of the CR-Vs sold in the United States are hybrids, and I think it's only a matter of time before they're fully hybrid, because the hybrid just offers a so much more enjoyable experience compared to the turbo CVT combo, and it's faster, and it's more fuel. It has better fuel economy. It's quieter. Like, it's just better in every single regard. And it costs about $2,000 to $3,000 more than the hybrid does over the non-hybrid. So I'm gonna shut down there. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if this is too conservative of a refresh for you for Honda. To me, it makes sense. You don't reinvent the wheel after they just had a record-breaking sales year. Why would you change the juggernaut that is the CR-V. All right, and they did make it a little bit better. So stay tuned on the channel for more coverage. I will be driving all the new Preludes, sorry, all the old Preludes, not the new one. I should have Prelude information for you by the end of this year. Honda says it's launching by the end of this year, so stay tuned for that, for the new Prelude. I think that's really the only thing I can think about Honda coming up. All right, is maybe some Prelude stuff, but I can't say when. I just know before the end of this year. All right, maybe Honda will talk more about the large platform hybrids on the Pilot, the Passport, the Ridgeline, and the Odyssey. Oof, love the Odyssey. You guys know. All right, I gotta shut myself up. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Be safe out there. And signing out from Encinitas, California, and the new 2026 refreshed Honda CR-V Sport Touring Hybrid.